vloggers. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're doing a half grocery haul, half topic conversation. Today we're going to be talking about food, nutrition, and how exactly you deal with that in Japan when you either have a food allergy, a certain diet, or in my case a disease that's limited to restricting certain items. And we'll just show you the other guys that are here. Say hello.
Hello.
And Eric is Eric, say hi. So we're gonna do some more shopping. We'll get you guys some videos and then we'll explain what we're doing when we get back. Bye. So we finally finished shopping. Kyle, will you show Costco? Bye, Eric. So if you ever been to a Costco, it's just like any other Costco. Here's our haul.
Well, our haul.
Yeah. So the main thing with this was to talk about the fact that there are a couple of us who don't actually eat the school lunches that are provided for us when we go to school. Two things: why we don't eat the lunch and what we do to actually compensate having to now bring our own lunches into school. I think we'll start with Eric, because since he's here.
Hi.
So Eric, will you explain why you don't eat the school lunches?
It's really simple. I'm allergic to seafood. Like,
So you get hot dogs.
yes, I got hot dogs and chicken nuggets because, well, that is also for my dinners because I love mac and cheese. Well,
So-
normally what I would bring for lunch, because I can't have the school lunch, I would bring in some mixture of meat and vegetables. Like, I would steam vegetables because I have some sort of steamer at home, and I would normally put it together with like chicken nuggets or hot dogs. Sometimes I have meatballs. It's just some combination of meat and veggies, as well as fruit. I usually have fruit at the end, which is weird, because they don't have fruit at the end when they have school lunch. Yeah, the school lunches are weird.
So, to elaborate on the school lunches, a lot of what Eric can't eat mainly has to deal with seafood. What the worst is shrimp, right?
One of the worst, yeah.
Yeah. So the problem with the school lunches is because it's Japan, there is a lot of fish and actually a lot of ground up shrimp in the dashi that they use for like base of stocks for the miso soup and other stuff. So now we'll actually talk to one of the other ALTs in the area, Laura. This is Laura. So Laura, why don't you eat the school lunches that we have to pay for anymore?
Well, basically every lunch has meat or seafood or prawns or something like that.
So it's not like an allergy or anything, it's just you choose not to eat meat.
Yes, pretty much. But also I'm kind of lactose intolerant, so I can't have the milk. Which they don't really understand lactose intolerance, so I kind of have to say I have a milk allergy. The other day some kid was trying to explain allergy to another kid. He's like, she's gonna get rashes on her arms, that kind of thing. And I was just like, yeah, that's what'll happen. Something like that.
Yeah, allergic reactions aren't like as common here, because when they asked me what would happen if I ate seafood, they thought this was like, will your lips puff up or relax? I said, no, I can't breathe. Like I'm gonna die.
So there are many reasons why the three of us have chosen not to eat the school lunches anymore. Mine has to do with diabetes, and as these guys know, some of the lunches are really carbohydrate heavy, aren't they?
It's by the Nutella.
Yes, they have Nutella.
Yeah, I bought the Nutella too. Yeah, it's my breakfast for a while.
Eric has talked about what he does bring for lunch. So what do you think you will be bringing for lunch? Because I know you haven't started yet.
Good question. Because basically all the bento little things that you can buy that people normally put in bentos have meat in them. I'll probably be making a lot of my own stuff. And actually I was trying to find some kind of veggie burgers here and I'm really sad because I can't find any. Thank you. So I'll probably have to make my own to be honest. And lots of salad.
So yeah, if you have any type of food allergies or any food restrictions, it's actually kind of hard almost packing your lunch if you're not too careful, right?
Yeah, my lunches don't look like the traditional Japanese bentos. They just literally are like rice in the bottom and the topping. It's like some sort of like meat and veggie. Like that's it.
So, Ari, did you grow up in Japan? You like the school lunches, right? When you were a kid? What do you remember about the school lunches?
I remember it was tasty. And I ate everything that was given. So I didn't really have any problems.
When I told him he was quitting, he was like, why? School lunches are the best part of school. I wish I could go back just so I
I
could
was
eat
the one that
school
was
lunches."
going for seconds. Lining up for seconds.
I know that
Though, the
kid.
kids love it. Like
Yeah.
they're like the
The
Rokunense boys are like
That's where I grew up.
seconds.
And I'm like a third of the way through my lunch and they're already finished getting like seconds and thirds.
What about like gohan sauce? The little
Oh.
rice mounds.
Can't do it. I can't eat that much rice. I don't know how they do.
I don't understand how they're able to get that much rice and then they just sit there and like shovel like mounds of it, just like little boulders into their mouth, like 3 or 4 before they chew even.
Yeah.
Yeah, trust me, like the boys in my school can out eat me. That is a feat.
So I guess the one thing about the school lunches is they are kind of tasty, I guess. Yeah.
It's a Japanese opinion.
I think the thing that I ran into a lot was the same food got served over and over again. And Laura can probably say yes.
Yes. Those little tiny fish. Those, what are they called? Those little,
Like the white
Iri-
fish.
iriko?
The white fish?
Is it the one with the eggs?
Oh, that's
Shamo-
another
shamo.
story.
Ew.
Shishamo. Yummy.
No.
So good.
The thing is like you're expected to eat all of the lunch to be a good example for the kids. So the other day, like I had to eat like a pregnant fried fish, and I was like trying not to vomit. And the kids were like, no, I don't want it, and they like didn't have to eat it, but. It would have been bad if I didn't eat it because then it would have been like, oh well, they're not eating it because you're not, kind of thing. So that's why I'm quitting.
I think the other thing that people don't realize with the fish here is the fish still has bones.
Yes.
That-
You eat the head and you eat the tail.
The head, the tail, the bone.
Basically, they just take out the blood and it's the full fish. Like it's not, it's not prepared at all. It's not skinned. It's not a big there fish.
But yeah, so what exactly did you buy? Mini
Well,
malls.
we got a giant bag of chips. That's huge. Giant stack of bananas.
Chia seeds.
Nutalex, which is like a dairy-free butter. What else have we got? Samgyeopsal. Favorite. It's like
Like
a
potato
pasta
pasta thing.
potato
It's Italian.
Interesting.
It's so good.
and broccoli.
And pineapple.
And the pineapple.
Yeah.
Oh, and a pineapple.
Pineapple pen.
It smells really good. I do want that giant bear.
You want that big old
It's
bear?
right there.
They're huge.
I do want a giant bear. Oh, you guys got it.
Yeah, we did.
I don't intend to go grocery shopping.
For a while. So we're gonna go and check out and we'll film that. We'll talk a little bit more over lunch. See you in a bit. So we'll do our haul from Costco here in just a second, but I want to have Eric here tell you a story about his first interaction with our company and trying to explain his food allergy. Who's not mentioned the company name yet?
Okay.
So,
So initially, I had told this company that I was allergic to seafood, as you've known. But, you know, they were like, we'll sign you up for the school lunch anyway. And you can just ask them to take the seafood out. At first I thought, okay, it might be that easy. And then, you know, since I do have a severe allergy, I of course have an EpiPen. And so when I get to my schools, what's the first thing you do when you have an EpiPen? You tell the people you're working with and the school nurse that you have one, just in case you have an allergic reaction and you won't be able to use the EpiPen on yourself, which is normal. You're having an allergic reaction, you can't use it on yourself. Then I somehow get a call from this company saying, why am I showing off that I have an EpiPen? Because I have a severe allergic reaction? Like, what am I supposed to do? So apparently the schools told the BOE that I was really allergic because they didn't know I was really allergic. They knew I was allergic, but it, like, not that bad. So they called the BOE. The BOE then calls this company asking them, why did you order him a school lunch where one of the most common ingredients is ground shrimp? Like ground shrimp and fish, that he wouldn't be able to take it out. So I was kind of getting blamed for showing them an EpiPen.
How exactly did you go about proving to, I guess, the BOE and the schools? Well, I guess the best question is, how did you cover your butt afterwards, or how did the company make you cover your butt?
Well, I guess this is also because I was personally curious, but I was then asked to get an allergy test that I would pay for. And I did. So I went to this pediatrician in Sawara, and that's where I got my allergy test. And I had to go there like twice, once for the test and once for the result. Thankfully, the company did send somebody to help translate, but even the person they sent didn't know what was completely going on. She thought I was having an allergic reaction that moment, and so she was like rushing to help. So basically, the BOE told the company to take me off with school lunch, which they couldn't because you have to order the school lunch a month in advance. So I ended up having to pay for school lunch for 2 months, even though I wasn't eating it, and then I had to bring my own lunch.
So, if you don't mind me asking, how much, if you remember, how much was the allergy test?
The test itself was close to 5,000 yen. That is with the help of the insurance.
So, if you guys don't know, we immediately were put on national health insurance as soon as we came into Japan. So, as ALTs, we have insurance, and it's pretty darn good insurance.
It covers a lot, and basically it's because everyone's required to have one.
That's another video. We'll get into that one later. So, I guess the thing is, from both of our experiences, if you have an allergy, or a pretty bad allergy, or even just a food restriction, you need to make sure the company understands that you really might not be able to eat the school food. And the easiest way around it is to bring in your own lunch.
Or have the BOE force them.
If they don't listen, the BOE will force the matter. Yeah, so thank you, Eric, very much for being on our video today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we'll probably do a few more videos, including Eric and Laura, because we all teach in different scenarios, and we're going to do more talks about how exactly it is being an ALT here in the countryside of Japan, where there are rice paddies that way.
Yeah, my house is surrounded by rice fields. So.
But yeah, so we'll see you guys probably in a little bit. We'll show you the haul, and that'll be it. Bye. So hey folks, this is the last little bit of this video, and this is our Costco haul. It's a mix of food and house items, but we'll quickly go through everything. So, toothpaste, seedless grapes, hard to find. Ziploc, ooh, where are we? Chocolate muffins, Kyle likes those. Got a big old thing of laundry tabs. There was a thing of microfiber cloths that we bought. We split half of those with one of our friends. Block of cheese, 2 6-packs of Heinz English style baked beans, so I like those. Carrots. Again, there was another deal with bagels, same as the muffins, so we could get 2 packs of bagels and muffins, but we got 1, so we split it with a friend. Over here, we have eco-friendly soap. Those jars back there are pre-sliced jalapenos. Frank's Red Hot Sauce. We have a rotisserie chicken. I'm actually going to be shredding that and doing something with it. Onions. We go through so many onions. And again, another split that we did. Found a pack of erasers. There we are. And I got about half, and our friend Eric got about half. And a pack of 14 sponges that we also split with Eric. And a cat. No, we did not buy the cat at Costco. Derpy! Nope, okay. So yeah, that's our Costco haul. I'm not going to go over how much this cost because I can't remember, and everything that we had with our order, Eric's order, and then another order for another couple that went with us. So 3 separate orders were all lumped into one. And Costco is really good. It's about an hour from our place, and they have a lot of foods that we can't really get anywhere else in Japan. So things we miss from home and things that will actually work with my diet. So that's the important thing. There's another angle about stuff. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them in either the comment section below or go to japanoblog.com/food and we will answer your questions there. Also, if you have any video ideas that you guys want us to make videos about, let us know in the same areas and we'll try and do those for you. Alright, see you in the next video. Bye!
Big bears. Anything you want to say?
Huh?
Anything you want to say?
Look at the big bear. Take that. Brown bear versus black bear.
It's a bear of war.
We'll find out after the break. Ah! I think I lost.